Since tomorrow is Halloween, I kind of know that it's gonna be a crazy day, so I'm totally just gonna use candy corn. Like, oh, you're sitting quietly, you get a candy corn. Oh, you're listening to me, you get a candy corn.
I've officially survived Halloween. Hallelujah.
Because I seriously do have the best students in the entire world.
Good morning, YouTube. First of all, I need to figure out how to motivate myself to get out of bed in the morning because as you will see, I have wet hair again and it's just because I'm being lazy. Like, I set an alarm. My first alarm this morning went off at 5:45 and I planned to get up at 6. Sounded great in theory, and then my alarm at 6 went off and I was like, nope, it's not happening, and I didn't get up until 6:50, and I just don't know how to like get myself up in the morning. I blame it on not being a morning person, but in reality, I think it's just because I'm lazy. I'm like, you know what? Why get up and do my hair if I can just get up and go to school with my hair wet? But anyway, I did have a pretty productive weekend, or at least I felt like I did. On Saturday, I got my editing done early, which almost never happens for me, and then Billy and we went to Monster Mash, which was like a Halloween celebration at my school. And when I say we, I mean Billy dropped me off and came back home and then picked me up again. But I volunteered to get wrapped as a mummy. That was really fun. I love seeing my kids in their costumes. And then we went to get food afterwards. Yesterday, I literally woke up, ate cereal, stayed in bed all day, and I was working on getting stuff ready for this week. So I got a ton of grading done, which is good, but at the same time, like, it took hours and I still have more to do. I got a lot of my plans done for this week, not all of them, but more than I usually do. I had to update like my science PowerPoint that I use and all that. Good news is I'm feeling better. I think the like stomach flu that I had, it was just like a 2-day thing and it was gone, so I feel really good about that. But I need to go get coffee because I am feeling really tired, and I guess just because it's a Monday, I don't know. And it's cold and it's super windy, and actually I like the temperature. It's like in the low 40s, or no, it's in the high 40s, and it feels good, but I do not like the wind. It's like super, super windy, so I'm gonna go get, I think, a hot latte, and then I'll catch up with you guys at school.
Good morning, may I check your order?
Good morning. Can I get a large hot vanilla latte, please?
Anything else, please?
Nope, that'll be it.
Drive around, please.
Thank you.
So I just got into my classroom. These were books that I think someone had borrowed from me and they returned them by just putting them under my door. And then these are papers that I need to go make copies of. Unfortunately, our TA is actually out today, so I'm gonna make the copies myself, but I totally don't mind. Copies are all made. I just need to go through and sort them, binder clip them, and cut them and things like that so that they're ready for the week. And I just wanted to show you, these are some things that I made over, well, I didn't make them. I like printed them and laminated them and cut them over the weekend. These are part of like our curriculum. So these are fractions, like with decomposing fractions, different ways. These are like cards that they're going to sort. So since I have 5 groups, I printed them on 5 different colors. That way, if any of them get separated, they'll know exactly which group that belongs to. And then same thing with these little sorting cards that we're going to use for science. We're talking about like animal tails and what they use them for and all that. So each group is on a different color. That way, if they lose any, it'll be super easy to put them back.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.
I just took my students to art and I've got quite a few things that I need to do now during my planning time. One, I need to get these like smelly cups ready for science. Basically, I just need like red Solo cups and I'm gonna put different things inside of them like soap, vinegar, and then I'm gonna put foil over top and poke a few holes. That way the students can smell and they're gonna try to use like what they know about scents to determine what the smell is. I need to get that ready. I need to fill out some papers and stuff. Hold on, let me show you. So we have a like play that students are auditioning for, and the students who want to do stage crew have to like write a paper, and then the teachers have to fill out a recommendation form. So I need to go through and do that because they're due today. And of course, I had a bunch of students bring it to me like this morning. I did get another bead for my ring that I keep on my lanyard. So this is for participating in PTA events. This bead is from participating in Monster Mash. And then I also got an almond joy, and it says, "You're a joy to work with. Thank you for helping at Monster Mash," which all I did was get wrapped in toilet paper. So that was the easiest bead and candy bar that I've ever earned. Smell cups are already
ready. They actually didn't take as long as I thought that they would. I didn't film it just because my team teacher and I like did it together and we were trying to be really quick, but basically it's just a red Solo cup and we covered it with foil and then just poked a couple holes on top. So one of them has toothpaste, one of them has a lemon, one of them has vinegar, one of them has chocolate, one of them has a dryer sheet, and one of them has coffee. So they're just gonna smell them, they're gonna rotate like between them all, they're gonna write down if they think it's food or not, and like how they know, like what prior knowledge did they like pull from in order to make their prediction. I feel like I can literally never get all of my grading done, so I had a student bring me this morning that they had finished, so I'm gonna quickly grade it so that I can again say that I'm up to date on grading, but it's like every time I say that I just get more and more papers. It feels like it's never ending. Okay, I totally forgot that I ordered these, but I ordered Girl Scout cookies from one of my girls and they arrived today, which is awesome. So I got 2 boxes of Thin Mints, and you better believe they're gonna stay here in my classroom. I'm gonna put some in my freezer in my little fridge that I have. I got some of these peanut butter patties, which these used to be called like tagalongs. They're one of my favorites. And then the peanut butter sandwich cookies, and I think these were like Do-si-dos maybe, I don't know, they've changed all the names, but I got 4 boxes. And then how sweet, she also wrote a little card and it says, "Miss Ferré, thank you very much for purchasing Girl Scout cookies," and then down here she drew us, it says, "Here are your cookies, thank you," and a pumpkin spice latte. On point. So we had some parent volunteers come in earlier today to bag candy corn, candy, those like melamine pumpkins, and toothpicks. So tomorrow we're gonna do blocks in the morning, but they're just gonna be for an hour each, and then we're gonna have our homeroom classes for the afternoon. So we're gonna do this candy corn tower challenge, which I have actually done this with my 2nd graders, so I look forward to doing it with my 4th graders. Basically they have to they have to build the tallest tower that they can in 15 minutes, and it has to be freestanding, so they can't use like their hands to hold it up or anything like that. So this should be a fun activity to do tomorrow before we have the parade in the afternoon. So we have all of the kids go out, they do a parade outside, that starts at 2:45. We'll probably start changing around like 2:15, so it gives us about an hour to get the challenge done. So about an hour and 15 minutes later, I have graded this huge stack of papers, but actually I'm pretty proud of myself for just like sitting here and getting it done. Some of this is stuff from when I was out last week with a sub, so my grade drawer is almost all empty. These are just like papers that are like answer keys, so as students bring me like unfinished work, I can do those. And then this stack right here are the writing assignments that my students did when we were in homeroom classes for FNP like 2 weeks ago. The only thing preventing me from grading this is I need to make a rubric, so I'm not gonna worry about it for tonight, but I'll make it my goal to get those graded and in the grade book by the end of the week. So now that my grading's done, and I think I have everything ready for tomorrow, since we're just doing our blocks, we're not gonna get to a lot, it's just gonna be real quick. So I'm gonna spend some time going through this box. It has literally been sitting here since the first day of school and I've been meaning to go through it. So I'm finally gonna take it out, go through it, and organize it all.
Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
It is now 6:30. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Usually I stay until like 7 o'clock-ish, but Billy actually got home early tonight, so he is already home. We are gonna meet at Panera for dinner. So I feel good because I got the box from under my desk cleaned out. I got some stuff done for tomorrow. My block 1 is ready to go. My block 2, I forgot that we're doing an M-cubed lesson, which is like the advanced learner stuff, so I do need to go through that tonight and get all that ready, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. I'm gonna run to Panera and then I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. So I'm not the last one leaving, which is really nice. There's kind of a pretty sunset happening, and it has that like burn smell outside that just smells like October. Oh, I love it. Thanks. I'm gonna do a quick impromptu Target haul because I went to Target tonight, which I have to give myself credit. I actually have not been going to Target as much as I used to. It's a little bit farther away from me. It's about a 10-minute drive rather than being right across the street, and I think that has helped. First things first, this came in the mail from Amazon. So these are the little plastic pegs that hold up shelves. So kind of embarrassing. I actually need to order a 3rd set of these. This is the 2nd set that I've ordered because I have an extra shelf, but I realized
realized tonight when I was putting stuff away, I actually have a shelf right now that's just like resting on top of stuff. It's not even like put into the sides with the pegs. So I need to order yet another one of these tonight, but that's okay. I at least have this to put up the extra shelf tomorrow. So this bag is pretty much all candy. So I got this like monster size bag of Dum-Dums. I think there's, yeah, 300 of them in here. So I'm gonna have this for trick-or-treating. I do have a fair amount of candy to give out, like chocolatey kind of stuff, but I also wanted to give out Dum-Dums, and I tried to plan ahead. Whatever is left over, I will just take into my classroom because we give out Dum-Dums as our students fill up their Cub Kudo card, which is like their incentive card. And I also got 2 bags of candy corn, and I'll be completely honest, I got these to bribe my students tomorrow. So since tomorrow is Halloween, I kind of know that it's gonna be a crazy day, so I'm totally just gonna use candy corn. Like, oh, you're sitting quietly, you get a candy corn. Oh, you're listening to me, you get a candy corn. And then whatever is like left over, I will contribute to my kids to build their candy corn towers. We already sorted them into bags, but I kind of looked at the bags and it didn't seem like it was gonna be enough, so I wanna have extras just in case. This was totally an impulse buy. I just saw it and was like, ooh, I have to have it. Cinnamon Vanilla Lucky Charms. Those looked really, really good. These also happened. So these are hamburger, hot dog, and French fry socks. So I got these for Billy. For whatever reason, I just buy him like food themed socks. Like he has pizza socks and anything food, I just tend to gravitate towards. And yeah, I also got myself a pair because that's the only thing that makes sense. I got this table runner from the Target Dollar Spot. I think it was, yeah, $3. No idea if it's even long enough to fit my table, but we will figure it out. And then I got some like Christmassy stickers because I don't think I have very many of those. And then last but not least, I got 3 packs of these just plain pencils. These will be part of my students' Christmas gifts.
Good morning, YouTube. So I'm gonna make this really, really short because I'm already running late. It's like 7:33. I need to get out of here, and that's because I decided to dry my hair this morning. It is Halloween. I am gonna put on my costume at lunch. So at my school, like each grade level dresses up with a theme. So at lunch, I will show you what our theme is. For this morning, I'm just wearing this shirt. This is Happy Halloween. I got this from Jane.com. So I'll try to link it for you if I can find it in the description, but if I can't, I'm sorry. I have this like black and white pencil skirt. I have these spider earrings. I have no idea where these came from. And then I have Halloween socks I can show you when I get to school. I need to get going because I need to get coffee, and then I do have a MIT meeting this morning. Remember the one I thought was last Tuesday? Yeah, no, it's actually today.
Good morning, how may I help you?
Good morning, can I get a medium hot vanilla latte, please?
Okay.
That'll be it.
317.
Thank you.
So I will show you this hot mess of stuff that I brought into school today when I get to my planning time. Right now, I have to go to my MIT meeting. So this morning during our morning meeting, I showed my kiddos these pictures of me from Halloween. So this was like my first Halloween, and I think this was like my second one, and then my third one. I did post these on Instagram, so if you follow me on there, you've probably already seen them, but they got a kick out of it. All right, I know I didn't get to show you guys my full like Halloween outfit. Not that it's anything fancy. I always have plans to like go big for holidays, and all of a sudden they sneak up on me and I'm like, I am not ready whatsoever. But I have the Happy Halloween shirt, which I do think I really like the font. I do think it's pretty cute. And then this like pencil skirt. So I know this is really tacky, but I just have like Halloween socks that actually one of my girls got me for my birthday, and then these black shoes that I got from Sears. And then for our costumes, which we are going to change into during lunch, and then we'll have them on for the parade in the afternoon. So we are going as lacrosse players, but specifically our like local lacrosse team for youth is Sidewinders Lacrosse. So we actually talked to one of like the parents that helps to coordinate it all, and they were able to get us jerseys to wear, which we will return afterwards, and t-shirts. And then I just have like my running shoes. I have leggings and shorts, and then just like some Nike socks. And then I actually played lacrosse for several years, so I have my lacrosse sticks in here, and I'm gonna let one of my other team teachers use it. You can tell this bag is like super, super old. It's all like faded and everything, but I thought it was cute just to like, you know, wear the uniforms and everything that like our students wear. So once I get changed into this in the afternoon, I will make sure that I show you guys. And if you are from like another country, you may not even know what lacrosse is. So especially in Maryland, lacrosse is really, really big here. So if you're not sure what it is, just Google it, lacrosse, and you can see what I'm talking about. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing in my actual blocks. We're only gonna have our block classes for 15 minutes today. So we're not gonna get to science or social studies. We're gonna stick just with math. My block 2, which is my like above level group, we're gonna work on M cubed. So Project M Cubed, Mentoring Mathematical Minds. You can actually get these books for not too expensive on like Amazon or even like thrift books. I'll try to link it for you in the description, but this is really, really good for challenging higher level learners. And it has like actual lessons that are all written out. So we are gonna do one called Amazing Multiplication, and they're gonna work on these multiplication puzzles. Now in the book, it had them with like the standard algorithm, which we do not teach to our 4th graders. They don't learn the standard algorithm for multiplication until 5th or 6th grade. It's just the way our curriculum is set up. So I had to kind of remake this with partial products. So they're just puzzles. They have to fill in like the boxes and use problem solving to figure out what would go in each of those. If you guys want, I guess I could like put this in my TPT store or something. I don't know. I literally just made up the one worksheet, but I'm excited to see how they do with that. My block 2 group really, really loves a challenge. So I love giving them like challenging material. And then this I got off of TPT. I can link it for you. It's just partial quotients practice. I'm starting partial quotients today in my block 1, but I really like how this had it all laid out with like the box and the subtraction, and then it even has like an answer box down here. And since it will be the first day that we are working on it, I just want to have it very like structured for my students. So I love Halloween, but at the same time, like I hate all the candy because I just eat it and I get huge like sugar rushes, and I can't even lie, like candy is a big weakness of mine, and I already have kids bringing me in candy. One of my girls in my homeroom brought me in these 2 Reese's, and then a girl in my block 2 brought me these wild berry Skittles, which I'm not gonna lie, I love Skittles, and the wild berry are my favorite. And as you can see, it's like 9:45 and I've already cut into the candy corn. So this lovely TJ Maxx bag is literally just filled with a ton of stuff that I had sitting at home that I needed to bring into my classroom, either stuff that I've gotten from my PO box or stuff that I got from my birthday. So it's a lot of like snacks and stuff. Like I have Diet Coke, I've got Goldfish, I've got a bunch of Reese's, I've got a mug that a girl gave me, which is so, so cute. She leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes. I've got Skittles, I've got stuff that I bought at Target last night, like stickers and pencils and all that. So I'm just gonna work on going through this and getting all of that put away. So I was sitting here and I just remembered that I had these Halloween necklaces that were in my boo basket. So perfect, because I did not have any Halloween necklaces this morning to put on. So my candy has started to take over my drawer. And when I say my candy, I mean my personal stash of candy, not the candy I give to my kids. So I'm actually going to take it all and store it in one of these black baskets. And I had these turned this way so I could only fit 2 of them, but I'm gonna turn them like this so that I could actually fit 3 across. So kind of random, I have this extra Sterlite 3-drawer little unit that I used when I had 6 groups instead of 5. So now that I'm down to 5 groups, I had this over by my like small group table back there, but I honestly wasn't using it for anything. So I decided to bring it under my desk, and I'm just gonna have it pushed back here like in the corner so it's out of the way. But I wasn't really sure what I wanted to use it for. So since I have so many snacks and things, this top drawer now has snacks. So I have like Oreos and chips, and I have Goldfish and things. And then the second drawer will be used to hold extra drinks that don't fit in my fridge. And then this bottom one is holding things that I have for students for upcoming holidays. So like when I buy pencils and things in advance, I can put them in this container. And then this one back here just has little like trinkets and things that I sometimes give out to students as prizes. Oh my goodness. So I get to the bottom of the bag and it's literally just Reese's. It's all Reese's.
Oh yeah. Give me a twirl.
Yay. It is lunchtime and I've changed into my Halloween costume, so I'm going to show you guys. First of all, we have the eye black and it has like the Sidewinders logo. I have my old like eye guards that I used to wear. I have my jersey and I just kept the same like long sleeve black shirt, well 3/4 sleeve black shirt that I had on underneath. I've got my really old like lacrosse gloves that I used to wear and my stick, and then I just have leggings with shorts over top and my athletic shoes. So I have to be honest, I'm so comfortable right now. Like this was the best idea ever for a costume. So I took
my block 2 class to lunch, and then when we come back from recess, we're gonna switch back to homerooms. I have these pencils and these erasers that actually one of my subscribers sent to me, which was so sweet. So I will give those out after lunch. Originally I was gonna put them like at their desks, but because my block 2 class still has all their stuff in here, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna wait until we switch back, and then I'll just pass them out while they're working on their candy corn towers. It is now after school, which means I've officially survived Halloween. Hallelujah. Honestly, you guys, I had a lot of fun. Like, I enjoyed it, and I know teachers always talk about Halloween being super crazy, but you know what? Embrace the crazy. Go into the day knowing that it's gonna be hectic. Go into the day knowing your kids are gonna be talkative, and they're probably gonna be a little bit off the wall, but like, it's okay. When you think back on your childhood, you remember the days like this. You remember dressing up at school, or you remember doing fun Halloween activities. And at the end of the day, like, just have fun with them. Like, remember why you went into teaching. You went in to build relationships with kids, and go in, build those relationships, have fun, enjoy it, and I promise your day will be that much better. I loved getting to see my kids' costumes because in my old school, like, they did not dress up. They were not allowed to dress up. The teachers didn't really dress up. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. Like, I loved getting to dress up as like their local lacrosse team, like the lacrosse team that my kids play on. And I feel like sometimes teachers try to come up with these like elaborative, super creative costumes, but like, I enjoyed this because my kids were like, oh, I play on that team, and it was just really fun. It was easy, and I was super comfortable all day long, and I loved it. And I love seeing my kids in their costumes, and we had a big parade like outside where the parents all got to come see, and it was just fun. Like, I honestly enjoyed it. Am I tired? Heck yes, I am very tired, but overall I'm in a super great mood. Now tomorrow will be a different story. Tomorrow my kids will either be one of two things. They'll be super tired and like worn down from all the sugar, or they're gonna be super hyper and energetic. But either way, like, it's okay. You know, I will get through it. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to keep them on as much of like a regular schedule as I can. I'm gonna get out of here because it's already like 4:30. I don't really have any reason to stay tonight. I don't have any papers to grade. I don't really have anything to do. I do need to do a little bit of lesson planning, but I can always do that at home. So I'm gonna leave, gonna get out of here, go home, relax a little bit, maybe get some work done before Billy and I need to go grab a bite to eat, and then we will hand out candy to the trick-or-treaters, which I'm really excited for that too, because the past couple of years I've been in an apartment building and we didn't really have trick-or-treaters, so I'm excited for that.
So I know this is probably really nerdy, but I don't care. Since it is our first year in our neighborhood, we didn't really know how many trick-or-treaters to expect. So I actually kept a tally. We had 161 trick-or-treaters, and actually when we came in, there probably were still a few stragglers out there. So we'll just round up and say like 165. And we got pizza. One of my favorite things about Halloween is eating pizza. And we got sausage and mushroom pizza and cheesy garlic knots. So I wanted to show you guys the pretty sunrise this morning. How nice is that? Welcome to November. Good morning, YouTube. It is officially November. I love all of like the burr months. September, October, November, December. They're my favorite months, so I'm happy that it's now November, counting down to Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays because I get to eat all day. But last night was really fun, trick-or-treating. So it was the first time Billy and I had really had trick-or-treaters. We sat out on the steps and we enjoyed it. I actually ended up having one of my students come to my house. It was totally like a coincidence. They did not know that I lived there, but it was really funny because I had seen their costumes earlier in the day, so like I knew what they were wearing, but like I had seen 10 Harry Potters come to my house. But he walked up, his sister came up first and I gave her candy, and then he walked up, and it was one of those moments where we both kind of looked at each other and we're like, wait a second. He's like, Miss Ferré? I was like, yeah. But it's really nice because I got to meet his dad and I had only met his mom. And it's just cool. I don't know. I liked having them like come to my house. So I'm on my way to school. It is pretty cold this morning. It's in the 40s, and compared to how it's been, that's cold. So I'm gonna get a hot latte. That's the only bad thing. I do love iced coffee and I will get it in the winter time, but there's some mornings where if I am really cold, like I want something hot, but I only drink hot lattes or macchiatos. I do not like just like regular hot coffee whatsoever. So I'm gonna go get that, get to school. I have a STIP meeting this morning, and then I have team planning. So I probably won't really get to catch up with you guys until lunchtime. All right, I started driving to school and then I had to pull back into my neighborhood because I realized I forgot a birthday cup, and it's one of my kiddos' birthdays today.
Good morning, how may I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a large hot vanilla latte, please?
Sure, there we are.
That'll be it.
$3.70.
Thank you. It is now lunchtime, so let me go back to this morning. I actually really enjoyed our meeting, and it's not very often that I say that. Something I love about the school is they make everything very like interactive and fun, and I love that. First of all, they start off the meeting by saying like who has something good to share or who wants to call someone else out for like doing something really awesome, and I just think that's a great way to start the meeting. And then we ended up doing another scavenger hunt, kind of like we did at the beginning of the school year, but it was really cool how they did it. So they gave us each a little slip of paper and it had a name on it, and it was just a first name, and we had to get into groups based on like the families. So a group of people all had like the Addams family names, and a group all had like the Kardashian family names. Unfortunately, I got Donald, and our group was like the Trump family, but I thought that was a really cool way to like put us into groups. And then we had to go on a scavenger hunt. So we were talking about our school improvement plan and parts of like our classroom that reflect that. So we had to go around the school, and we had a list of things we had to find, and we had to take a picture of it in the rooms, and we could only take one picture in each classroom, and we could not go into any of our own classrooms. So we had to find like objectives posted with I can statements. We had to find examples of like writing and math like shown as examples and all this other stuff, and I just thought that it was fun. Like I really enjoyed it. So then I had my team planning. Good news is next week I don't really have any planning to do, because it's basically review, take a math test, review, take a science test. So that's sad, but unfortunately in today's world there is a lot of testing, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't really have a choice. So it is now lunchtime. My morning has gone okay. I feel bad because we're working on partial quotients in math, and it's a hard strategy. And you know, I tell my kids like it's going to take practice. You're not going to get it right away. Like don't get frustrated if it's hard for you, but you know, it's easy to say that. It is still frustrating for them when they don't get it. And I just feel bad because yesterday a lot of it was done like together, and then today a lot of it was done on their own, and like it was really, really hard for them. And I hate like watching them struggle. And you know, I basically just have to say like, look, we just need more practice. Like we will get there. We just can't do it yet. Like it's okay. We just need more practice. But it's frustrating like watching them be frustrated. But we had social studies today, and we were learning about like the first Americans and how they came over on like the ice bridge. And I actually really enjoyed teaching about this. I do not like social studies. I do not like history. I'll be completely honest. It's not my forte. I never found it interesting when I was in school, but this is one topic that I actually find really interesting. But again, it's frustrating because my kids are excited and they want to talk about it, but we're literally on such a time crunch that like we can't have those conversations, and that frustrates me. Like I really wish teaching was more, I guess, paced by the teacher and not paced by assessments. And I don't know, it's just frustrating. But I'm gonna go enjoy my lunch, and then I'll catch up with you guys after school. So one of my kiddos had their birthday today, and I actually thought this was a really good idea. So they brought in Krispy Kreme donuts and chips, and I just thought that that was a really good way. Like that way, if the kids don't want something sweet like a donut, they could have chips, or vice versa. And she gave the extras to all of the 4th grade teachers. So I'm gonna put them down here since I cleaned out this area, and I will just become the new snack room. It is now 5 o'clock, and I'm just now getting a chance to vlog. After school, I had a conference, and after that, I had to like put all this stuff in my data binder and all that good stuff. So I'm now just sitting at my desk trying to reflect and figure out what the heck I need to do next. I am still finishing my lunch because when lunch is only 25 minutes, and by the time I take my class to lunch and come back, it's really only 20 minutes, and I almost never end up finishing. So I still have veggie straws for my lunch that I am trying to snack on before I end up going to the gym. I think I have a couple of papers that I need to grade, although I'm pretty caught up on grading. Neither of my blocks did assignments that I'm gonna grade today, so I don't really have any like new papers, just random papers that kids have brought to me. So I'm gonna sit here, grade just those couple of things, and then I'm probably gonna get out of here pretty early. I don't know why, but lately I have just been preferring to do my lesson planning at home. I don't really like to do it at school, and I don't really know why, but I think I'm just more comfortable like at home on my couch in my pajamas. So I'm gonna do my lesson planning for tomorrow when I get home, and maybe I'll try to plan Friday too. I don't know, I always try to be ambitious and then it just doesn't happen. So these were all Reese's and other candy the kids brought me today. They all know my favorite candy is Reese's, and I can't even lie, I totally enjoy them all, just bringing me the Reese's every chance I get, and it just makes me so appreciative of my kiddos. I seriously do have the best students in the entire world. I am in my car, but I am leaving. It's like 6:45. So I did not vlog before I left my classroom because my team teacher was leaving, so I just like hurried up and grabbed my stuff and left with her. But I still have to do lesson planning when I get home. I was trying to sit there and do it, but I was just like, I can't. I feel like after the day, I need like a chunk of time to be able to like decompress before I start lesson planning for the next day. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just feel like I can't just continuously, like, I do need downtime. As much as it looks like I'm always working, like, I do need downtime. So I will lesson plan when I get home. I need to figure out something for my Block 1 class to help them with partial quotients because they're struggling and I hate seeing them struggle, and like I need to come up with something to like help them. So I'm gonna just spend some time brainstorming. Like when I'm at the gym, that's what I'm gonna be thinking about, is like how can I help them get partial quotients, because I'm still waiting for it to like click with them. And I know it's only the second day we've been working on it, so it's completely understandable that they would still be struggling, but at the same time, like we're gonna work on it tomorrow and then a little bit on Monday, and that's going to be it. And that's what I hate about how fast-paced this curriculum is. Like I don't have a lot of time, and that just stresses me out, and I know it stresses my kids out. I literally had a kid in tears today because like they didn't get it, and that breaks my heart like more than anything. It irks me. So I'm gonna try to hopefully come up with some kind of master plan tonight. I don't know what it'll be, but we will see. I'm gonna go meet Billy at the gym, work out. I know you guys have kind of commented on how I haven't been vlogging as much at home, and I'll be honest with you guys, I will try to do it more than I have been lately, but probably not as much as I used to, because honestly when I get home, that's kind of like my downtime, and it's my time away from vlogging, and it's my time to just spend like with Billy. We don't get a lot of time to spend together, so when I get home, I honestly don't like to vlog a whole lot. I like to kind of turn that part of my life off and be able to focus just on like Billy and myself and all that. So hopefully that makes sense. Honestly, when I get home, I sit on the couch, I eat, I watch Jeopardy, I work, I go to bed. Like it's really not that exciting. I'll try to film like maybe some more clips here and there, but I'll be honest, it's just not gonna be as much as I used to. Okay, I need to get going to the gym. I will catch up with you guys in the morning.
I just got home from the gym. It's about 8:20, and wouldn't you know it, I had an Amazon package at my door. It's not a normal day without an Amazon delivery. So these are these single colored binder clips. You guys saw me order these earlier in the school year to organize my copies. So I use orange for my homeroom, I use pink for Block 1, and I use blue for Block 2, just to help keep my copies organized. That way I don't forget which papers are for which like group of kids. And I have them in like a larger size, but I decided to order these smaller ones because sometimes I don't need the super big binder clip. So I only got the small ones in the blue and the pink, and Billy's home. Hi, Billy. So I don't need the smaller ones in the orange ones because I don't use those quite as often as the blue. And the pink ones, I use these almost every day. So I will link these for you in the description box. They're just jam binder clips, and they have them in all kinds of different colors.
Shades of blue for 200.
John Paul Jones's branch of the armed forces.
Air Force. The Navy.
Yes.
It has to be a shade of blue.
Good morning, YouTube. As you can tell, I put in minimal effort into my parents this morning because I'm just tired, and I'll be completely honest, last night was one of those nights where every little thing just annoyed me, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Like the littlest things that shouldn't matter just were irking me, and I was in such a grumpy mood. Every little thing just bothered me, and I hate it. I don't like being like that whatsoever, but like I couldn't snap myself out of it, and then that started like stressing me out, and I started checking emails, and I was just getting like annoyed at the number of emails that I had, and like so many like product requests of like things I've already uploaded, and they're like, oh well, can you change this, can you change that? And it's like I literally do not have the time to make like 50 different changes to all of these products, and it was just, I don't know, and honestly I think it started before I even got home. I think it started like at the end of the day at school, because my kids kept calling out to me or just like walking up to me when I was in the middle of something and like asking me questions. I'm like, no guys, like raise your hand, it is November, like you guys know this. And I had to sit there and like stop them and tell them, I'm like, look guys, you can't, like there's 60 of you and there's only one of me, you cannot just come up to me, like you've got to raise your hand. And they're like, well, sometimes we raise our hand and you don't call on me. I'm like, yes, because I'm in the middle of other things, like there's a reason for that. I don't know, I was in a grumpy mood, and then I was having issues with my bank because I have had to been paying for everything for Billy and I since the summer. And the hard thing is when I send the money to our landlord, it puts like a limit on the amount I can send each day. So I have to send it in like 4 different payments. And then now my bank has put a hold on my account because they say they can't verify like my identity. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm just frustrated. I don't know. I'm trying to like put myself in a good mood and just shake it off, but I don't know. It's a new day, so hopefully like I'm in a better mood. I do not have cultural arts today, which kind of stinks, but it's okay. I do have computer time with both of my blocks, so that's gonna take up a big chunk of time. I have to show my students the test, not the test, but like a similar test so they know how to use the tools, because their math test is all online. And honestly, that's completely new for them, and it's going to probably be difficult because some of the tools are really confusing of like how they have to use them. But I'm gonna get to school, I'm gonna go get coffee because apparently I need it. Although I did sleep in as late as possible this morning. Like I didn't get up until after 7 o'clock, and I was just like, I really don't care how I look today. Like I would rather lay here and sleep. But I will catch up with you guys sometime this morning.
Morning, how may I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a medium iced coffee with the French vanilla swirl and cream, please? And one of the bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. That'll be it. Thank you. So the showering of Reese's and Skittles, because I also really like Skittles, is still happening, and I can't even lie, like it makes me really happy. It just shows how like caring and giving my kids are. Like the fact that, you know, they get all this candy and the first thing they do is like, oh, let me get Reese's from Miss Ferré. I just think that's super sweet. I also got a super belated birthday card this morning from one of the kiddos in my block too, so that was super unexpected and definitely helped to turn my day around. So it is lunchtime, and I'm trying to like be in a positive mood because after last night, like I feel like I need that, but I'm trying, and it's just not quite happening. Like I've just had a couple things happen and a couple conversations with people that it's just making it very difficult to be positive right now. But I actually just ranted to my team teacher, and that made me feel better. So I'm gonna just sit here and like eat some Reese's and some Skittles and maybe part of my lunch and just know that like it's all gonna turn out okay. I'm stressed right now, I'm overwhelmed right now, but like that won't last forever. I can get through it, and all I can do right now is eat my feelings. It is now after school. It's about 5 o'clock. So right after school at 4, I had a meeting with my 2 room parents because they just wanted to kind of check base on like things that I needed from them this year. And honestly, I felt bad because I was standing there like, I don't even know, because I've never had a room parent before. Like I'm not used to this much parent involvement. I'm used to doing everything by myself, and it's honestly been really hard for me to adjust to having so much help and like actually giving things to people like, here, do this for me. I'm not used to that. Like I'm used to, if I want something done, I do it myself. So I'm gonna have to like get used to that. Honestly, I think one thing I am gonna have them do, I have a lot of books for my library that are not labeled right now, so I probably will get all of those together and have them like label them for me. That's something I think would really help me because that's one of those little things on my to-do list. But other than that, like it's just hard for me to, I guess, like relinquish control of stuff. I'm just so used to doing it by myself. But that ended at about 4:30. Since then, I was just getting BAS forms for F&P ready for the last kids that I have to do. I have 13 more kids that I have to get done. Today I had to get through 3, which I thought was pretty good, but I still have 13, which is a lot. So I have all of their papers like ready with their names at the top and the date and the school and the grade and all that. So I'm as ready as I can be. I just need the time to actually pull them to be able to test them. Next Thursday during study hall, I'll get to do some more, and then on Friday next week will be a homeroom day for F&P, but it's also Veterans Day, so there's gonna be a lot going on that day. So hopefully I can get through quite a few. We will see, but I'm gonna get out of here. Billy actually does not work today or tomorrow. Yesterday was his last day at his old job, and then Monday is his first day at his new job. So he was off today. I think we're gonna meet at home, go to the gym. I need to go get my watch that he got me for my birthday like fitted so I can start wearing it, and we need to get food. We need to go to the grocery store. I have a lot of emails to answer. I need to work on plans for tomorrow. So it's gonna be a pretty busy night. I'm trying to stay as positive as possible, but for whatever reason, I just feel very overwhelmed lately, very stressed, very irritable, which I'm not usually irritable, and like I don't like feeling like that. So I'm trying to snap out of it. I feel better today than I did yesterday. So like slowly but surely I am getting there, but I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Literature for 8.
A boy asks Santa for a raise.
The Polar Express.
Jenny.
What is the Reindeer Express?
What?
Polar Express.
Polar Express. You got it.
Literature
The
for
Reindeer
9.
Express is
Tease
fun.
the speed spans this river.
Charles River.
Monica.
What is the Charles?
That's right.
Good morning, YouTube. As you can see, I slept in really late again, but honestly, I feel like I needed it. I did not finish working last night until after midnight, and I have not worked that long in a really long time. Lately, I've been finishing, like getting everything done by 10, and then I get into bed and I kind of have some time to like relax. I literally was working until like 12:15 last night, and part of what took so long is I had to make a review packet for our upcoming quarterly science assessment, and even though the assessment is just like 6 questions, it still took me forever just trying to like come up with questions because I don't want to make ones that are too similar to the test because that's ethically wrong. And part of the problem is our science curriculum, it's like all activities that the kids do, which is fun. The kids enjoy it, but then they don't really have a lot of like notes. They don't really have a lot of like practice questions or anything like that. So it was just difficult to come up with questions. I also had to lesson plan for today, which we are working on decomposing fractions, which is just like completely shifting gears. So that lesson kind of took me some time to like get through and plan because it's like I'm trying to squeeze 4 lessons into one day and just trying to prioritize like what do they need to know and all that good stuff. Then I had to answer like 7 different parent emails, and of course they were all asking like tons of questions, so my emails were like paragraphs back, and that took a bunch of time. And I don't know, I'm really tired. It's been a very long week, like having Halloween, and I feel like I've had a bunch of meetings and all that, and we're like trying to cram last minute before our test next week. So I deserve a donut this morning. That's what I just decided. I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts, I'm gonna get a large coffee, and I'm gonna get a donut or 2.
Honey, how may I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a large vanilla latte iced and one of the chocolate glazed donuts and one of the chocolate frosted donuts with sprinkles?
That'll be all?
That'll be it.
$6.21.
Thank you. I'd love to know why my camera just chose to not focus whatsoever for that last clip. So I had Bud, our TA, she's finally back. She's still in pain, but she is back with us, so I was able to have her make some copies. So this is the review packet for science that our students will complete over the weekend and next week, and it'll be due on Wednesday. And I also had her make some copies of some of the assessment forms for level V and level Y. I did not have any of the fiction assessment forms, and some of my students are going to need them. So I had her make those copies. So now I'm just going to organize these and put them away. Okay, so the candy is still coming from my students. And this entire bag was from one of the super sweet girls in my black one, love her to death, and she had this note with it. Look at what it says on the inside. Dear Miss Ferré, I give you these treats to thank you for all you have taught me and for your dedication to CES. You make it fun and easy to learn. Like, I want to laminate this and like keep it forever. That was just so incredibly sweet. All right, so long time no vlog. During lunch, I had a lunch bunch with my students who had completed their Cup Kudo cards and they wanted to cash in for lunch bunch. So I had like 12 kids in my room, and it was a little bit hectic, but actually I really enjoyed getting to sit and eat with them and just like enjoy that time. It is now after school. It's like 4:05 and I am leaving. I do have stuff to do, but it's okay. I've had a really stressful week. I've been very overwhelmed the past couple of days. So my little treat for myself for making it through Halloween week is I am going to do an escape room, which I've never done before. So I'm really excited. I will try to vlog like going in. I can't vlog the actual room, but I'll vlog like where I'm doing the escape room and all that for you guys. But my friend's birthday was on Monday, so I'm gonna take her boyfriend, and me and Billy, and we're gonna go do an escape room in Annapolis. So I'm really excited for that. We are doing one called Sinking Submarine. So you have 50 minutes to try to figure out why the submarine is sinking and fix it. And I'm really excited because I've never done one, but I've heard they're a lot of fun. So hold on. All right, I'm gonna leave. I need to go to the post office. I need to go pick up Billy, and then I need to go pick up my friends, and we need to get to Annapolis by like 5:25. So I'm gonna get out of here and I'll catch up with you guys later on. Alright, Billy and I just got home. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. We ended up having to push our escape room back. We were supposed to go at 5:45 and traffic trying to get into Annapolis was horrible. So we called, we actually switched to a different room. We ended up doing Museum Heist, and that was at 7 o'clock. So we just got home. Honestly, it was so much fun. Like, I'm so happy that I had this at the end of the week. Like, after having a stressful week, this was the perfect way to end it. I love just like getting challenged and trying to like figure out puzzles and figure out solutions to things.
things and having to use logic. It was so much fun. We did make it out. We had 12 seconds left, so it was definitely challenging. I think the room had like an 18% escape rate, so it was a more difficult room, but it was so much fun. Billy and I want to go back and do one like just the two of us together. I think we would do really well because we work well together. But if you've never done one and there is one near you, I know they are kind of expensive, but it was definitely worth it. Like probably the best hour that I've spent like lately in terms of just having fun. So I'm gonna end my vlog here. Billy and I are just gonna relax tonight and enjoy our time together. If you enjoyed this video and you were proud of me for making it through Halloween week, please give it a thumbs up. That helps this video be able to reach more teachers. Share it out to your teacher friends. If you have any teacher friends, like let them know about my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to me so you don't miss any future videos. I post a weekly classroom vlog every Sunday, and then here and there I post other videos as well. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so much. Don't forget to think positive, and I'll catch you, sorry, my nose is itchy. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. In the description box, you'll find links for my Teachers Pay Teachers store along with my PO address if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.